call turkeys?
Turkeys, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
But what they do,
What they do,
what they do
is a call
is a call to
to action. We're able to wear our camo
because they
where theirs. We love what we do.
but we honor.
But we honor what they do. We're turkey thugs.
Turkey thugs.
Today's hunters united for good.
We're turkey thugs.
Turkey thugs. Are you?
Are you?
Mossy Oaks Turkey Thugs is brought to you by Walmart. Be sure to look for your Turkey Thug gear at your local Walmart. Every sale supports the Outdoor Recreation Heritage Fund. Be a hero. Thank a hero.
Section 1, question 2.
Which is more important, patience or confidence?
It's a combination of both.
Paul Butsky, the original Turkey Thug.
Number one, you want to be as patient as you possibly can, but you also want to be as confident as you possibly can. Being confident in your calling ability, being comfortable with your calls, but patience is the key to it, to any hunting situation. You know, if you can sit there long enough and outweigh the game that you're hunting, patience is the key to it. But you know, you should be confident in what you're doing as well.
Joe White had called me and asked me if I'd be interested in going to Florida. I said, what kind of question is that? Absolutely. At Osceola hunting. You know, I'd never killed an Osceola, just never been down here hunting. I always guided at Bent Creek and go try to kill my first Osceola. That was a thing I couldn't turn down. All right, guys, y'all think we ought to pattern these, huh?
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it.
Have you ever shot one of the Turkey Thug edition?
No, I never have. You know, I know Mossberg's been sponsoring that for a couple of years, and I'm always looking forward to shooting one.
You know, and another thing I like about it is the short barrel, lightweight, short barrel, easy to maneuver. You know, if you're sitting in a blind, I know y'all hunting a blind a good bit down here in Florida. You know, you don't get caught up in the blind. You can maneuver pretty good with it. But it's I had good luck with it last year.
I really like the safety aspects. You know, it can be right or left-handed.
That's right, ambidextrous safety. That helps.
Adjustable chokes, you can put any choke.
Any choke, you can pick your own choke. This is the one that came with the gun.
Fiber optic sights.
Yeah, you can see under this. If something happens, your battery goes out, you can see under it.
Well, let's get this thing, let's pattern this thing, see how it does.
Let's get it done. Who's first?
You.
No takers? All right. That did pretty good.
Yeah, patterned real well. A real tight group. That's nice and light.
Good. How'd it feel?
It felt good. That turkey's head, I'm sure, didn't.
No. Pretty good.
I like that dot.
Yeah, the dot makes a difference. Well, you know exactly where you're aiming. Well, what'd y'all think? Felt good?
I like it. It's a nice gun.
All right.
Well, I think we've got our sighting in done and we still have some daylight, so we can go hit some pastures. I'll drop you guys off.
Yeah.
We can check a pasture out. Birds are probably still in the field now, and maybe we can roost something for in the morning.
Great.
That'd be great. Let's go.
All right,
Very good.
about it.
Mossy Oaks Turkey Thugs is brought to you by Walmart, Mossberg, Federal Ammunition, Sheffield Financial, National Wild Turkey Federation, and by Mossy Oak brand camo.
Section 1, question 2.
Which is more important, patience or confidence?
Well, I think patience is key in turkey hunting.
Keith Kelly, the Swamper.
And I've learned over the years with age that patience is key to turkey hunting. You got to sit there and wait it out a lot of times, or most of the time, especially the turkeys we hunt, the Osceola down in Florida, and Easterns to some degree as well. A walk-in silence. You got to be patient. I think that's part of confidence too. I mean, if you're confident in your calling and you're patient, you'll be successful.
Well, the first morning, Mr. Jim, kindly, he told us, he said, man, it's a turkey here in this little small field. And he said he's been roosting right there. We get there, man, it's breaking daylight. We don't hear anything, and they're going, you know. And
it must have had 6 or 7 gobblers roosting in it when I scouted it, and that particular morning, there was nothing there.
We were patient, and we heard a turkey back behind us, and then a turkey out in front of us started gobbling. Now these turkeys are a long ways away. We're having trouble coursing. Where was that? That was this way, this way.
That turkey not far at all. Nope. Right over here to the right of them, in those big pines. There he is, he's coming right. Hard right. Hard right. Yeah, here he comes, he's looking, he's strutting. He sees the decoys, he's coming.
He came in the end of the field, and you could see him strutting, and man, he made a beeline for that decoy.
We're gonna probably have to shoot him all the way around to the left. He's coming hard left. Hard left.
We kind of went around the opposite way than we really wanted him to, but
Mossy Oaks Turkey Thugs is brought to you by Walmart.
When do you start scouting for turkey season? If you wait till the last few days before the season starts, you may be too late. Deer hunters who don't turkey hunt can be a great source of information. Turkeys will often move between fall and spring, so don't strictly rely on that information. Deer season sightings are great, but that's not enough. Use your feet. Walk the woods as much as possible during the weeks prior to the season. Look for scratchings, feathers, tracks. Try and figure out where turkeys are feeding and roosting. Ask people who travel the rural roads often. The mailman can be a great source of information if you're looking for where turkeys are hanging out. Try and have multiple locations picked out by the time opening day rolls around. You never know when another hunter may be scouting the same area, and make it there first. You can't beat MRI. That's most recent information when it comes to turkey hunting. Scout early, scout often, and you can take the guesswork out of opening day.
Save money, live better. Walmart.
He came up there, and I went from all the way from here, all the way around to here shooting. We didn't know how he was going to act, so I had to be facing him instead of just sitting right there at the decoy. But, you know, all that just made the hunt, having to move, and, you know, Joe swinging the camera all the way around the same thing. We were lucky, but
What do you think? Yeah, let's kill him.
we were lucky, but man, it was an awesome hunt.
I think this is about a 3-year-old based on the spurs he has.
Okay. And the fan's not quite as big as the Eastern either. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah. Pretty good beard.
Yeah, he's not bad. That's another thing about Osceolas. They don't get those big, heavy, bushy beards like he.
They don't get the big, thick ones, yeah.
Well, they're pretty thin.
Once again, Mr. Jim, I sure appreciate it. You don't know what it means. First Osceola, I've heard about them for years, and we got to go check out the other crowd and Pat and see what they did. Grab this gun, we can kind of head that way.
Section 2.
Question 2.
What's the best time of the season to kill an old gobbler? Early, middle, late?
By far late. When most people have given up their hunt and have tagged out, and your older gobblers, you know, have finished up with their hens, they are definitely the most vulnerable at the end of the season.
I go with late. Once turkey, most of the hens have gone nesting, and that old gobbler's looking for a new hen, that's the time I prefer.
I think late. The old gobblers have maybe bred all the hens, and they're just kind of floating around out there looking for some stragglers, you know, that might have slipped by. I think it really brings your odds up.
Myself, I think the latter part of the season would be the best time to kill an old gobbler.
An old gobbler, to me, is probably a little later in the season. Early in the season, he's probably gonna have a lot of hens with him, so probably late season.
Mossy Oaks Turkey Thugs is also brought to you by Ram Truck Brand, Quaker Boy, Weaver Optics, Walker's Game Ear, Biologic, and by Mossy Oak Brand Camo.
Section 1, question 2.
Which is more important, patience or confidence?
Patience is the most important.
Bob Walker, the sniper.
You can have all the confidence in the world, and sometimes confidence, I would say, makes you less patient. You think it ought to work every time. I mean, it's going to, that turkey hadn't got anything in the world to do but just exist. I mean, he doesn't have a watch, he hadn't got a timetable or anything. So he's going to do what he's going to do, and there's not much you can do to speed him up sometimes. So you've got to have the patience to sit through that, and but you still need the confidence, but not as much as the patience.
Jim Connolly and Pat and Scott came in with Outdoor Adventures, and Mossy Oak was in with the Turkey Thugs, and they had all killed some really nice birds, and they asked me if I wanted to do a hunt and shoot a bird, and of course I jumped all over it.
I'm gonna crow.
I think I heard them over there again. I think if we set up over here in this little blind that we made, they'll come on through that gap and work their way down this ditch line.
We'll call, get them, see if we can make them hurry up a little bit so we don't have to just sit there. So, yeah. All right,
and let's get ease in there. So we got all set up, and we sat there for quite a while. It was quite peaceful, and the wind picked up, which made it even better. So we were under a nice, cool oak hammock, and it didn't make the long sit so horrendous.
He's closer.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's in the field coming around.
Yeah, he's gonna come through that gap and come right over here to the left.
What?
And we looked under the oak tree, and we were looking back under there, and here comes two big redheads.
Come around here.
Call Thug with Chris Kirby.
I hear this a lot. Is there a distance that the gobbler gets so close that you quit calling?
Yeah, usually about 10 yards when the 12 gauge goes kaboom.
That's right.
You know, that's a great question, and I don't think that you can write a book. I don't think you can say when he's 75 yards you do this, when he's 175 you do this. There is no book on that. We're dealing with the wild turkey.
That's right.
And to say 100 yards, stop calling. Yeah. I mean, if he's standing there strutting, a lot of times when you're calling to that turkey, all you're doing is you're making him stop.
That's right.
He's going to stop, he's going to strut, he's going to gobble, because we are supposed to go to him. So is there a magic distance where I just stop calling? No, there's not.
Totally
Do I
agree.
call more to some turkeys, less to others? Yeah, they kind of dictate what you can get away with.
That's right.
We all love to hear that turkey gobble, and I love to see him gobble. So yeah, when he's in range, do I like to call a little bit just to see and hear him gobble? You better believe it. That's why we're out there.
That's right.
But to say there's a magic distance to stop calling, no. Generally, if he's gobbling, he's coming, you've already won the game. He's
That's right.
coming. Just keep him coming in your direction.
That's right. Totally agree. Good answer.
Call Thug, brought to you by Turkey Thug Calls, powered by Quaker Boy.
Come around here. Two of them. Just on that side of the ditch. Oh, they come. They come.
So we knew they were coming. We had the two long beards strutting and coming in, and they came right into the spread.
Start calling soft a little bit, and he starts strutting after he gets in the pasture there. He starts coming our way, and he comes on around, and man, he gets all up in the middle of the decoy and strutting around. And
They put on a great show, and Bob hit the call, and that gobbler sounded off, and just he got lit up, and they were fired up then. There he goes.
Good job.
It was very exciting to finally get to take a bird on my own place, which I hadn't been able to do in many years.
Well, what you think, Cody?
That's a pretty Osceola, Anthony.
It is. Got a good beard.
Yeah.
About 14 inches now, I think. Got some good spurs. Got a little hook to it, if you can see that.
He's probably a 2-year-old bird.
Hey, two-year-olds are fun.
Yeah. He's still got the job done.
That's right. That's right. Well, all right, let's go see what the other guys did.
All right.
I'll carry the turkey.
Sounds good.
Section 1, question 2.
Which is more important, patience or confidence?
I think you need to have confidence anytime you go in the woods.
Greg Briggs, the Hammer.
Patience, turkey hunting, will pay off good dividends, because a lot of times you'll get a bird hung up, and even though you've got confidence that you can take that bird, if you don't have the patience to sit there, you know, it's just patience is very, very, very important. And I think it would probably override your confidence.
Section 1, question 2.
Which is more important, patience or confidence?
Patience by far is the most important when it comes to turkey hunting.
Bubba Bruce, just Bubba.
You'll have some hunts that patience is everything. Just sit tight, wait for that turkey to come, let him do his thing. By far, patience will kill you more turkeys than anything.
We got to talking there the second day, and he mentioned something about maybe shooting another turkey. And of course, I'm like, well, okay, if you really want me to, I'm game, you know. We went in there this second morning and set up on this turkey, and we're sitting there, and it's getting daylight, and I'm looking around, and I look down, and I see a turkey, and I can see this turkey strutting on the limb. But got to watch him and see him fly down. And I'm sitting there looking that way, and in the fog I thought I saw a hen go by. Well, when she went over him, or where I thought he was, where he was gobbling, he gobbled. And then nothing. Just kind of calmed it down a little bit, soft yep every now and then, just kind of waiting to see what he was going to do. Through that fog, and just over that little rise, we could see a tail fan coming, and finally he made the right choice, I thought. But he came on our way, and the decoys, I'm sure, helped once he got on over the hill and could see that helped. But fun to see him thinking. You could just see his mind, like, all right, y'all get back, I gotta follow these. All right, wait a minute, who's that over there? You know, it was cool. Mr. Jim, thank you.
Man, it was a pleasure just to sit here and watch it.
Man, I enjoyed it.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I don't know about my calling. It was just the right spot at the right time, but I had a blast.
Right.
Hope I get to come back sometime.
I hope you do.
Today in America, less than 1% of our citizens ever serve, so 99% rely on that 1% to protect their freedoms and keep this country safe. And now that 1%, think about how many go into combat and how many are wounded or killed. A very small percentage of Americans are carrying the load for the rest of us.
For more information about the Outdoor Recreation Heritage Fund, visit pvaheritagefund.org.